Now it is 85 days to the first quarter of the 2019 general election scheduled for the 16th of February 2019. In view of this, the Independent National Electoral Commission on Sunday approved the commencement of political campaigns for presidential and National Assembly, Senate and House of Representatives campaign in accordance with the provisions of Section 99, subsection 1 of the Electoral Act as amended. Judith Iranua in this report evaluates the main agendas of the top presidential contenders in the presidential race as campaign begins to gather momentum.
Ahead 2019 elections. Presidential candidates of political parties have started rolling out their agendas for the elections. Incumbent President Muhammadu Buhari of the ruling All Progressives Congress has promised to overhaul the education sector if he is re-elected as president in 2019. As part of efforts to do so, he says his administration will remodel 10,000 schools every year. While the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), Atiku Abubakar, has promised to create 3 million jobs every year if he is elected as president in the 2019 election. This is one of the key points in the policy document released by the PDP flag bearer, which entails a 7-year timeline in which he intends to deliver on his campaign promises. Executive Director, Institute for Media and Society, Dr. Akin Akinbulu, urged Electorate to evaluate the antecedents of candidates, while an economist, Dr. Taiwo Ayodeji, however, said there is no realistic economic base to finance electoral promises in Nigeria.
I expect that the electorate will listen to them, understand their presentations. That's what they say they want to do when they get into office, and then put those promises into context. Part of that context is the antecedents of the two political parties and the antecedents of the two candidates.
There is no economy base to finance any political promises. Our level of debt in this country is high, and those debts are not really utilized into investment that can generate returns of capital employed. And then we don't really have enough information about proper governance.
They, however, taxed all candidates on issue-based campaigns while challenging the media to ensure stakeholders do not deviate from the core issues, thereby delving into politics of personality.
You know that we'll try as much as possible to keep politicians, to keep the candidates in the election and the political parties within, do I say, framework, within the confines of issues, and not allow them to run into politics or campaign or personality. This time we want issue-based campaigns, and the media has a huge role to play to make sure that the candidates do not go into distractions of doing personality politics, personality campaigns. No, we want issue-based campaigns, and that's what.
Economy based to finance any political promises. Our level of debt in this country is high, and those debts are not really utilized into investment that can generate returns of capital employed. And then we don't really have enough information about proper governance.
Both respondents frowned at the menace of vote buying and voter inducement, calling on intensified voter education to tackle this.
Let us stop the issue of rigging. Let the right people be there. Let us respect the voice of the people and do not rig any election. There's something we can do now. We are going to do 2019 election. But I bet you what they should put in the constitution is that anybody that is coming in, anybody can come in. It's not our business. If anybody can come in, that is not the problem.
We need very vigorous voter education. We also need the involvement, security agencies, to help in this process as much, as we can involve them. It's important because if vote buying is not addressed, it's a huge, huge, huge problem. It will constitute a major deficit in the electoral process.
As political campaigns gradually gather momentum, Nigerians await if it will indeed be issue-driven or otherwise. Judith Renoir for Galaxy News.